Good morning friends, this is Harikesh Yadav and today I will going to tell you something about transfer of learning or training. Dear friends, please pay attention and try to understand what I am going to make clear. What is transfer or learning or training? These three terms, transfer of learning or transfer of training, are very similar to each other, and these both these two terms are very connected to each other. Means they are interconnected. Many of the things we do or perform in day-to-day life are often influenced by our previous experience of learning or training. The learning of addition and subtraction helps a child in learning multiplication and division. Learning of mathematics helps in solving numerical problems in physics. Similarly, if one has learned to play tennis or finds it easier to learn anything, or like playing ping pong or badminton. In this way, learning or training in one situation influences our learning or performance in some other situations. Learning or skill acquired in one task is transferred or carried over to other task. Not only the learning of the tricks of a trade or the knowledge and skill acquired in particular subject is transferred to other situations, but also the habits, interests and attitudes get transferred and try to influence the activities of the individual in future. According to Crow and Crow, the carryover of habits, of thinkings, feelings or working of knowledge or of skills from one learning area to another usually is referred to as the transfer of training. Guys, now I am going to tell you types of transfer. Depending on the learning situations faced by the learner, the following three kinds of transfer can occur. Positive transfer, first one is positive transfer, second one is negative transfer, and the third one is zero transfer. So one by one I will tell you. First of all, let's talk about positive transfer. So what is positive transfer? The transfer of learning or training is said to be positive when the learning or training carried out in one situation proves to help to the learner in another situation. Examples of such transfer are the knowledge and skills related to school mathematics help in the learning of statistical computation. Learning to drive a particular brand of car, Maruti, may help an individual to drive other cars, Opel, Astra, like something. Learning Hindi may help a student learn Punjabi or Uriya, Odisha, means the language of Odisha. Now we will talk about negative transfer. What about negative transfer? Transfer of learning or training is said to be negative when learning or training in one situation hinders, interferes or weakens the learning in another situation. And what is zero transfer? Transfer is said to be zero when learning or training in one situation does not have any significant influence over the learning or training in another situation. Such a situation may arise when the learning activities and subject areas have nothing in common between them. In such cases, it is quite natural that possession of knowledge or skill related to one area may have no or quite minimal effect on the acquisition of knowledge and skill related to another area. For example, learning history may neither help nor hinder the learning of economics. Number two, learning to play football may not help or hinder learning to play volleyball. Learning to play guitar or sitar neither helps nor hinders one's performance in her cooking or laundry class. Friends, so these are the terms and are defined by different psychologists. Now we move to the next topic, that is theory of mental discipline, यानी कि faculty theory. This is the oldest of all the transfer theories. This theory assumes that the mind is composed of so many independent faculties: memory, attention, imagination, reasoning, and judgment. These faculties, according to this theory, are nothing but the muscles of the mind, and like the muscles of the body, can be strengthened or improved through exercise. Through exercise means through practice or through uses. In this way, such properly strengthened or improved faculties later on functions automatically in all situations, in all the situations and areas, different areas in which they are evolved. For example, if the memory of a person is strengthened or improved to a great extent through memorization of long and difficult passages, anything and everything that evolves memory. In the same way, propagators of the theory claim that reasoning and imaginative powers developed through the study of geometric propositions can be used in solving various problems in life which demand a good deal of reasoning and imagination. I think, friends, you are might be getting interest. Now we will move to next topic, that is theory of identical elements and the theory of generalization and the transposition theory of transfer. So these are the topics which one should deal and should get evolved in, and get deep knowledge and get deep thinking, deep reasoning to define all these terms and to get means to understand in a better way. Okay, friends, nothing is more to be said about, and friends, what is better to understand here is that the interference theory and memory. Now just have a look on memory. The memory is a special faculty of the mind to conserve or retain what has been previously experienced or acquired through learning, and then at some later stage to revive or reproduce it in the form of recall or recognition, to enable us to utilize such learning in different situations of daily life. And these are very important terms in psychology. You can just see this book. So friends, this book is very important. You should buy it, you should purchase it to make your understanding better and better. So psychology of individual differences, transfer learning or training, emotional development and emotional intelligence, learning disabilities and learning disabled children. Friends, you can buy it and you can enjoy this book, and you can perform very well in your examinations by studying this book. And this book is not so costly, and you can buy from Allahabad or Banaras this book, and you can enjoy your study, and you can perform well in your examinations. तो ठीक है प्यारे दोस्तों, आप इस किताब को ख़रीद लीजिए और आपको अच्छा भी लगेगा. आई होप कि आप बहुत बेहतर फील करेंगे. इसमें साइकोलॉजी की बहुत बढ़िया बढ़िया चीज़ें दी गई हैं और आपको बेहतर लगेगा. आई होप कि आप समझेंगे बहुत अच्छी तरह से. शिक्षा को अपने जीवन का मकसद बनाइए, लर्निंग कीजिए, एक्विजिशन कीजिए और चीज़ों को सीखिए, बेहतर करिए. डिफरेंट साइकोलॉजिस्ट और थियरिस्ट के विचारों को जानिए, उनके आइडियाज़ को जानिए, उनके थियरीज को जानिए, और उसी के हिसाब से आप अपने एक्सपीरियंसेस के माध्यम से अपनी थियरी और अपनी थिंकिंग को क्रिएट करिए. तो ठीक है माय डियर फ्रेंड्स, नाउ आई स्टॉप, आई एंड हियर माय लेक्चर, एंड विल बी मीटिंग some other day, and we'll be talking about all these things in a elaborate manner, and yeah, so all these things are for you, and I know that you all are very intelligent, very laborious, and so hoping you might be purchasing this book from Allahabad or Banaras. Thank you guys.